So we should be live now. Just going to check. Welcome everybody to Love Speaks Love. Just bear with me a second while I just check that we are live. Second or two. Yep, we're live. So I shall share that to there. There. All right, one more, I think. Okay. So welcome everybody to Love Speaks Love. My beautiful guest today is Gayatri Singh. And Gayatri is the creator of these beautiful cards, these beautiful dragon cards. So today we're gonna work with the cards, and just it's quite an organic process really. So we'll just see what comes up. So welcome, sweetheart.
Thank you. Nice to be with you again.
And I'm going to just start in our usual way and just bring all of our energies together and connect our hearts and just bring our presence in our hearts. So taking a few long and slow deep breaths. And thank you everybody that's joining us live. Just letting you all gather in. And thank you to everyone who's watching on the replay or on YouTube. So let us breathe in love and breathe love into our beautiful hearts. Breathing that love into every cell of our bodies. And on our out breath, we can breathe out anything of the day so far, or the day ahead, or the week, anything that's stopping us from being in this now moment. And as we breathe in love, feeling our hearts expand. And let us also add to the mix joy. Let's breathe in love and joy. And connecting my heart to Gayatri's and to everybody watching, live or on the replay. Connecting all of our hearts to the heart of Gaia. And feeling her love, her supporting energy, and her gratitude for all of us, and her recognition of every single one of us. And connecting our hearts to the heart of the sun, to the heart of the full moon, and to the heart of Source Creator, the great cosmic heart. And just visualizing that all of us are points of light on the planet. And together, as we join our energies, we're creating a beautiful web of light all over the planet. So opening our eyes if they're closed whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Thank you. So how are you finding the energies today, Gayatri, on this?
Yeah, as we were discussing, it's It's been heavy, very intense. My ears are ringing constantly past 2 days, and I had to like take double time out to ground myself. So that's a good place we can start with. Oops. As I was saying, the new painting that I've just put up, this came through on Monday. The blue dragon with the dolphin, the crystalline codes from Sirius B.
Alrighty, just bear with me a second while I share screen.
This came through right when I needed something to really soothe me, you know.
Yeah.
The dragon came through with the dolphin on Monday. And this is the crystalline energy, the waters of Atlantis that we can tune into, the codes of Atlantis, the crystalline codes, to help us soothe and ease out the pressure of the present energy that's coming in. It's been a very strong wave past 2 days. So I would be very grateful if you can bring through some light language to help ease out
Absolutely.
the energies right now.
Okay. Hiale ai ana koyalana, koyashtara, komehian, ialai orunu koyatanaka, kemestara, kol ihian, ian aya kol era, iashtara, ol ihian, il ehale ol arai. Kolaran iana koya, kule kianai ohia. Ole ai ayano kula la 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 yana katura tatata ele hai oyunu kuya kumestaren yakana ko o Wai ai ai ao Hiele aranunu makulle barataan. Nimehradikiana na kulle atona. Ole ihan emaya tono kokoya tata. Kolestaran eadata tona kea. Kumaihiai eleera no kuna kiana na toya. Ole artana kia. Mustara iniara toton. Hukia leera noya tata. Mekia eleera. Ole han era ukutoish ta 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 ta. Okay. So it feels, this one just feels so so soothing. And the dolphin almost seems like a young dolphin. Like, I know dolphins have playful energy anyway, but this one seems particularly playful, like it's, you know, like it's a calf, or yeah, it's really beautiful. So is that a lotus centrally?
That's that's the jewel in the heart of Atlantis.
And down beneath, that kind of teardrop shape.
Yeah, that's connected to the, yeah. Okay, so you're talking about the one on the head is the blue lotus.
Yeah.
And the gem in the right below the dragon is the crystal, the blue crystal, which is connected to the blue lotus.
Right, got you. So when you brought this one in, do you get messages as you're bringing them in? Are you, because you're connecting with the dragon as you paint?
I do. Yeah. So, well, sometimes they take me on a journey while I'm painting it. This too was, I think, the second part of a journey that came through a few months back when the dragon from Atlantis came up. And while I was painting it, she took me through to Atlantis to activate the temple in Atlantis. And this one came through, took me through the waters of Atlantis on the other side, and made me connect with my heart, connected with the crystal in the center.
Uh-huh.
And there was an activation that came through from my heart all the way up into the blue lotus in the pineal.
Yeah.
And it spread throughout the head area and just spread throughout the energy bodies, opening and releasing any blocks and anything which is which seems heavy right now, um, which just made it easier for me to bring in the waves that are coming now. So it's like the new waves of energy that are coming in now. It just opened up the meridian lines, opened my energy bodies, and just it was like a soothing energy which just allowed the waves to flow through. So
Yeah.
basically, I think this energy is mostly to allow ourselves to integrate all that is coming in now.
Yeah. Yeah. And as you speak that, I can really, like as you were speaking about connecting your heart with the jewel, I could feel that happening, and connecting with the pineal gland as well.
Right. So if you connect to the painting and concentrate on your heart center and see the blue gem, the blue crystal in the center of your heart, and give permission for it to be activated, it immediately activates the heart center and takes the energy all the way up through the throat center, going up into the pineal gland, activating the pineal gland and all the brain centers. It's also connected to the sound that I was given a few last month, which was to activate all the brain centers. So this energy will help soothe the activations and release any kind of electromagnetic interference from our bodies.
Do you want to repeat that sound?
Oh dear, it's very strong. My head is buzzing anyways. Okay, I'll do that.
Just do it once if you want to, and then it's not
yeah. Okay, so maybe we can just do it like an activation. If anyone is open to receiving right now, if you can connect to the center of your heart and see the blue crystal. And as I make the sound, as I tone the sound, the energy will activate the heart center and take it all the way up into the pineal and go all around the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies, aligning us with the new frequencies that we are receiving currently. So the sound now is Na So the energy has now gone up from the heart center all the way up into the pineal, activating the pineal, releasing, removing any blocks, any cultural programming, any religious programming, allowing the energies to flow through the brain centers, going all the way back into the head, going all the way down into the spine, cleansing, clearing, purifying, and activating all of our energy bodies, releasing the blocks and allowing the energies to move freely. So just allow the energies to flow through your energy bodies and feel the crystalline activation from Sirius B, from Atlantis. So just breathe in and just allow the energies to flow through you. If there is any excess energy, you can send it all the way down into the heart of the earth. And release. And once you release the energies down into the earth, it will be returned back to you doubled. So just take a few seconds to allow yourself to be with the energies, to cleanse, clear, purify, heal all that is needed for you right now, and align you with the higher galactic centers, align you with the new frequencies. And so it is.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. I might stop screen share.
Oops.
There we go. Now there is a question. What do you do before you paint? Prayers or meditation or music? And do you mix essential oils or flower gem environment essences into your paint?
I've activated my paints and I activate my book that I paint on. So once I start painting, anything that comes through is all channeled, and it's like automatic drawing. I don't, like everyone knows, I don't know how to paint. So it just comes on. And while it's coming, the codes are being infused. The colors too, I don't pick. I have to just do what comes. So the color is also frequency, which has been activated. The painting itself is activated. When you look at it, you just automatically receive what you need. So same like light language, it bypasses the mind. You don't need to use logic on what you need to receive from it. It just comes through wherever it's needed. It goes and does what it needs to do. And if you don't need it, nothing will happen. So it's not like, anything can go wrong there. It's just, if you're open to receiving the energies, they just flow through you, and they're happy to assist you with what you need right now.
Has it been a while since you painted? Did you have a bit of a break after the cards were
I
finished?
did. This is I painted this one after, I think, a month and a half. I have not painted anything since then. Nothing was coming through. So I was very excited when this came through. I said, finally, I can start painting again. I'm not sure if anything else is going to come, but okay, at least this has come through. I've noticed now that since I'm being guided um, to start teaching, so it's going to be very specific. The paintings will come through with activations, and that's what I will, include in my workshops or however I do it. I have not thought of anything right now, so I'm just waiting for whenever it happens. But I know that a few paintings that I've done earlier are also with activations and direct journeys into Atlantis, into wherever.
Oh,
So
that's exciting.
yeah, that's exciting because I will have. It's almost like having someone just give you everything that you need to do, and you just need to bring it through. So I don't need to do much there except bring it all out. So yeah. So it's going to be the paintings. It's I've received a few energetic tools that I will be using. I guess maybe something will come through to paint with the tools as well. I don't know as yet, but it's all in the process.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And are you feeling the presence of the dragons with that?
Sorry?
Are the dragons part of that process of the teaching?
Yes, it's all dragons, nothing else. It's just the dragons. Yeah. So I've done a few paintings earlier after I finished the deck, which I realized were very different from what was coming through while I was, in the process of getting the deck done. Those are all very high vibrational codes. One of them is for a Kundalini activation. That was the solar dragon that came through. One of them is for your soul's purpose, to activate your purpose and move on with what you need to do. And like this one is also to activate. I think this is an upgrade. That's what it's going to be. So I don't have all the answers right now, but it's coming slowly, falling into place.
And dragons aren't really part of the culture in India, are they?
No, not at all. In fact, I've searched quite a few places, and there's nothing there with dragons. It's all about in China and Thailand, Tibet. Yes, Tibet has the dragons, but I have not connected with anything in India as yet. It's strange. I don't know why. For me, it's just been. I don't even know what what where they are. It's mostly all ascended and galactic dragons that just come through.
Yeah.
So it's not like from some specific culture. I mean, none of them are Chinese or in any way, look like anything that's out there. So it's just coming from some source, which I guess I tapped into, and I'm just doing what they're asking me to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you want to pick any of the cards from the pack? Sure. And see what wishes to be shared?
So we pick a card for the collective, or we pick a card for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Wow. Freedom.
Oh, wow.
It's the same colors as me. Wow.
Let me just.
So this one was a very young female dragon. Well, as you know, it's like they keep changing shapes. It's when I was painting them, I thought it was female, a female version, and then it would change, So they kept shape shifting. Sometimes it was difficult to paint because I thought I was making something and then it changed, and then I had to adjust my vision according to what I was seeing. So it was difficult sometimes, but this was a very young female that came up in my meditation, and she first they just come with just some words. So the word that came up with it was freedom, and I saw her in these clouds. And while I was painting her, she was explaining to me how important it is for us to be free. We have been enslaved for centuries. We have been enslaved by culture, by society, in every way. We have just bowed down to everything that was told to us and just followed. And she explained how important it is to be free from anything that is binding us now, anything that is keeping us back, anything that is holding you from being who you are. You have to be true to yourself, and when you're true to yourself is when you're really free.
Amazing. Yeah, and it's really interesting. I just put your video highlighted, but I'm gonna bring some codes through with that card in a second, but I'm just gonna unpin you. Has that worked? There we go. Yeah, so the freedom codes for me have been really, really important these last I don't even know how many months. Most of this year, really, the freedom codes seem to be the ones. And I brought one code through earlier in the year. The second is through, but I haven't really shared it yet. I shared it when I was live with Todd. And there are many mirrored images that are coming off that I haven't shared either. And I know that there's a third one to come through as well. So it just feels, and I've been in different places as I've brought the freedom codes through as well.
Right.
Like at first I felt very constricted with the first ones. That was where I was at the time. And it was like I was holding the opposite vibration. And now the second one was kind of like in that space between. And the third, I'm feeling particularly free at the moment. So it's going to be interesting which ones come through third. But while you're holding that, I'll bring some freedom codes through. Yana ki ai herano hiutora. Hial eran para leika an ustora. El ihan ila ornukuyest aran ia at uya. Ul aran iaka an iha ndu it uya. Kui est aran ia kalaparana kieta toton. Ul ahana ke arad ia. Ul arana kia nama an ukiast ud ara. Ul ehian iaran ukiast ud dadadorla. Oran ia parana ikiast. Hol aran iha ukdadador namaki est. Il ehrana no lebera. Ul ahana iha it era. Ud abrad ia ukt ea inst adado unya. Ikrelei aronuika est adadadadadada. Nima ia lara ni kia kututon. Ola haradikia rano uko to ost tatata. Ik it nikia tutut. And I'm just getting the image of hearts held in cages, and it just feels like this is unlocking that cage. Herlehiano kuile para hiek to queen yest el hero uya pan ukia ista iha de arat iak tika para ha elehano kudle ba yest de ya to don ya kada an da. Huile ihrani ja nuoret iina kärillä pakitilla pakitilla pakitilla. Did you get any visuals with that one?
Wonderful, thank you. Yes, I saw the energies just going through the body, the physical body. As you said, you got the freedom codes in different stages as you processed your own way of bringing it through. I too got the freedom codes in three different, well, not three, I think two different stages. This was a very gentle reminder. You know, it was soft and gentle and just, you know, explaining why it is important to be free. Just that much, you know. And then I think in May, I got a very strong dragon that came through with the freedom codes, which was like, it's now. You have to do it now.
Yeah.
And don't let anything hold you back from what is yours. And freedom is the only thing that is ours.
Yeah.
Freedom is the most important aspect of our lives, aspect of being human. We're not meant to be controlled or dominated or programmed and conditioned. We have to learn to be who we are, and we have to accept ourselves more than anything else, and not look for anyone else to show us the way. We are the ones we've been waiting for. There is no one coming, you know, to save us from anything that's going on. We are the ones. We have to save ourselves, and
yeah,
we have to be free first to do that for ourselves, and then to do it for anyone else. So freedom is very important.
and that makes sense with what you were saying and the vision that I saw of the heart being chained up as well, because you said something about getting our wisdom or our answers or whatever. I think I'm slightly quoting you wrong here, but instead of us getting our answers from externally, it's about going into our own hearts and finding our own truths and finding our own path, our own way. And if our heart needs to be open and free to be able to tap into it and tap into its wisdom and its energy.
Right.
So that kind of fits with that image of the cage going and the heart's being free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think the times that we're in, it's almost like that puts a cage around the heart. It's almost like that freedom is it's being restricted.
Yeah. Well, you know what, about it's been 2, 3 or 4 days, I have been getting this image, and it was very disturbing. It took me a while to you know, settle myself in that what I had seen. It was in June, no, in April, I was given information by the galactics that it's very important to now bring in the energy from source. What they showed me was that there's source and there's us. We are the vessel. We bring the energy in through us from source and ground it into the earth. They showed me very specifically on how to bring the energy from source and ground it into the planet, because it was important for us. It is important for us now to anchor more light into the planet. There was a certain amount of energy which was needed to bring it up to lift it up from where we were in April, March, April, and they said we have to continue anchoring light into the planet. Just a few days back, it was very disturbing. What I saw was that we have been locked inside, and it felt like a prison. Not just our hearts, we have been locked inside. That's what is happening to us, all of us now. And there is no denying, and there is no arguing about it. We have all been locked where we are. And it's very important to raise our vibrations and raise our frequencies wherever we are, so that we can help the others join us.
Yeah.
So it's not just just talking about how we imprison ourselves. We have actually physically been imprisoned now, and it's important to hold the higher vibrations so that we can all ascend together. That's what is happening right now.
And it's almost like a very overt external expression of what's going on internally. Like the planet is showing us very clearly how we've been chained up and how we've not been free.
Right, and that's the reason so many people are speaking up, and they're finally coming out and protesting, and they're speaking their truth and asking other people to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But we cannot force anyone to see what's going on, but I think it's all very clear. No one needs to be shown anything anymore. So yeah, that's what's going on. Freedom is what we all need to be tuned into now, and allow the codes to come in so that we can wake up to changing our reality. We need to be creating the new reality now. The old no longer exists. The old structure is not there anymore. So desperately trying to hold on to it is only going to be a waste of time. It's better to, get real and stand up for who we are and do what we've come here to do.
Yeah. Okay, shall we have another one?
Card?
I love that was so coordinated with your clothes.
You have any specific question?
Oh. No, I'm not feeling anything. I think whatever wants to come, whatever's most beneficial for everybody to see, hear, feel, and to bring the associated codes in as well. Let me just pin your video again.
This is the dragon from Venus, connected to the rose frequency. And you see the two connect?
Ah, yes.
So this is about self-love, self-expression, beauty, compassion, all the things that we have moved away from. So this dragon came up when I was working with another friend of mine, Marita. You met her on the Cosmic Ladies group. She activated the rose frequency for me, and for about 5 or 6 different times, the dragons came up with the roses. So this one was from Venus, and a reminder of how important it is to love ourselves before we can extend that to anyone else, and to acknowledge our beauty, to acknowledge that we are here to be with each other, to help each other, to work with each other, which is something people have forgotten right now. So this is a reminder from Venus and the rose frequency of self-love, and to move within your own inner beauty. When you see the beauty in you, you see it in everything outside of you. There is no judgment. So you have some light language coming through.
Yes. That's such a beautiful image, that one. Like, she's very different from all the others. She's yeah, so beautiful.
Again, a very young one. They
Yeah.
were all...
Yeah. Ohrnehian ya doin I kadaan ule aran iapaan. Kulesta haniha uhya. Nyebaran ia koleran ia kanakuna. Ihan eja al oro no kukukunta ishtaran ia kaan. Kulehian me ara ia tanakuna est ora. Kulearanaya konako koyesta. Huyahan hia dadarlo neki barananakia ka anoko tatashta. Ul ehanekia dadaron. Ul eran ia paranakika toro duda labata ta. And just breaking down those programs, those beliefs that stop us, those distorted beliefs about ourselves, that stop us from truly being in that place of peace and love with ourselves. Ni aral eret ia konokudere barane kia barada tutu la patata. Ikeda la barane kia ranana namakuda la bakan. Ishta an. Uka en istrara nekia ared ut aya nekia mniasht. Ihan ala lolore tatatatatataton. Ukeda an ikast neka ast titaton. Ukeda an ishtea it ia ut orla tiki titatata.
I saw like a web that was around the heart, and when you were bringing the codes through, the web, sort of was just disintegrating on its own. It was just falling off from the heart space. So yeah.
Did that feel like it was trapped in the web?
It was in the web, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Right. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Should we have another? I like the number 3.
Gratitude.
Oh, beautiful.
You see, they fit in, all of them. It is all about self-love, freedom, self-love, and gratitude. Need I say anything about gratitude? Well, just start the day with being grateful for everything that you have and everything that you don't have as well. For it was perfectly designed for everything that we have right now. It's not about things that didn't work out. They too had that. There was a plan there as well for it to work out the way it did, for it to fall apart, so that we can see our blessings and we can be grateful for everything that we have.
Yeah.
So yeah, the light codes for gratitude are very important for everyone.
Yeah, and I think even being grateful for the things that we think we shouldn't be grateful for as well. Like it's more easy to be grateful for the things that we love and the things that are going well in our lives. But when there's something big, it can be a bit harder initially to be grateful for that as well. you know, grateful for the shadow stuff, grateful for the difficult times, because
Right.
they all hold a golden nugget in there as well, even though it may not feel like it at the time. But it's
Right.
often,
When you can be grateful for everything that did not work out the way you thought it would, or anything that was not, that was painful, is when real gratitude comes in. You know,
yeah,
it's easy to be grateful for what we have. It's the main part is to be grateful for everything that did not work out the way we thought it would be. That's when true freedom comes in, actually.
yeah,
That's when self-love comes in.
yeah.
So yeah, when you're grateful, you love yourself, and you're free. There's nothing that binds you once gratitude
Mm-hmm.
is incorporated in every aspect of our lives. Sorry.
No, it's all right. That was all perfect. And when you go deep into the pain, when you get all the way to the depths, what's in there but love? Okay, I will bring some codes through for the gratitude. Ulahea hanahara ki le eha. Ule hanan ki da rona kona ki arlan. E aran okan est arana oko paratatan. Hilehia mi lara la boran ki era la bata. Ulehian ihan iaran uya. Ist aran ia kana kiela. Ulehia mere itana karedlo. Ulehia nearala no dudla dudun. Ukia starane ya tono kon ea pa ya tono o. E aran I kitata ntituto niaka a. Ut ea I aton nie parat ye katuto la pakituto la pakituto ta. Wala he la ya. What ne he ya no kuya ya. He le ano no kudia na kusta. Ule ana mania kana kuto.
Wow. Thank you. That was. I just saw this like a portal opening up. I think in the heart center would be. I'm just burning with so much energy right now. I can barely breathe. So, thank you. It's amazing how everything just connects
Yeah,
every time.
yeah, they go
So,
so well together, those three.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
So, any intel on, because it feels like between now and December 21st is a very key time, and it feels like December 21st, the solstice, is going to be big on the planet this year. It feels like there's a lot of energy building up for that. Is there any guidance that you've been getting about, you know, between now and then, or about that time?
yes, I did get quite a few things on that, and somehow it's like I've forgotten what it was. It comes through and it all goes out. Yeah, but it's going to get even more intense now because it's like a compression. The energies are going to keep getting stronger,
Yeah.
and the stronger it gets, the faster it will move through, because now it's like we can feel the compression, we can see ourselves being pressed, and I don't know if it's going to be 20, everyone says about 21st of December, but I feel that sometime around January, there's going to be something, there's going to be something that totally shifts. So I don't know exactly what that is, but I get January is going to be a major shift happening for everyone
Yeah,
in every way.
yeah, beautiful.
Going up till February actually. So
It is incredible the energies that we're working with at the moment on the planet, but also what we're capable of. You know, if these energies that we're receiving now were brought through 1, 2, 3, 5 years ago, we would be frazzled with them. And I know a lot of us are feeling quite frazzled, but actually we are able to process these things much more quickly. And as you said before, the compression, it is almost like it just, it's so forced through that it does just force its way through. And then of course there's another layer that comes through as well. But I do find it amazing the levels that we're working with now.
yeah, it's easier now for us to understand how to process all of that. I'm not sure if if I got all of this earlier. I'm not sure how I would be able to do it. But now, for some reason, it's like it comes in and you just know how to do it. It's easier
Yeah,
to understand it, although it's a process and it takes time to put things together. And the physical sometimes is not able to handle all that intense energy, so we get uh, you feel drained out, or you just get totally, like I get totally electrocuted sometimes. It's like, oh God, what's happening to me? But yeah, it's the physical sometimes it's hard to process, but otherwise it's an easy thing. It's like, okay, you've got this, you know what to do with it. The mind knows, the heart knows everything, and it's the physical that says, hey, just hold on, I'm a little dense, I need some time to process it out. So yeah, all the hot flashes and the ears ringing and the pressure cooker going on in the head. So yeah, that's the reason it is very important to have a spiritual hygiene going on, as
yeah.
well. So you have to make sure you do your own work before you can start doing anything else. And it's important to stay grounded. I know sometimes it gets very difficult for me to do that, but it's important. And it's important also to to anchor the energies. Anything that we receive now has to be anchored into the planet as well. She has her own process. So when that activation that we receive goes through us, we have our own time to process it. And when we send it down into the planet, she has her own way of processing it. So the crystalline grid, the different layers have their own process. So it's like, one wave after the other,
Yeah.
and it's all settling in. And then once everything comes in and has a certain momentum, it's all going to start coming up again. That's the way I've seen it. So we have to be prepared for it. When it all comes up again, we have to be, like all there, strong and steady, you know, like pillars. That's what we are,
Yeah.
pillars of light. And we have to be able to hold that frequency. It's going to be very, 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 very electric. I won't say heavy, because it's not going to be dense or feel. It's not a lower frequency that we will experience. It's going to be a very high frequency. That's the reason we need to prepare for it now.
And you raised some really good points there as well about our physical body, and it takes longer. And often we don't listen. I think collectively we're starting to listen to our physical bodies a little bit more, and understanding that your body's saying, please, I want to lie down. I want to go to sleep. Even if it's just for a moment, I just need to close my eyes, instead of us just, you know, keep pushing forwards and just, but I've got things to do or whatever. I think we are learning to listen to our bodies. I think we're learning to ground in nature more. And we have each other as well now. Like, this is fairly new. I think that a lot of people, so many people are coming together online mainly, but reaching out with their soul family and actually not doing everything on our own anymore. Like, that's a real beauty, I think, of the times now, that I just see us all around the planet holding hands, and it's like we're all in this together and we're doing this together. Like, there's a real sense of unity for me in that regard, of us coming together, and also being aware of resistance. Like, when we're resisting the energies, that's when it's at its hardest as well. It's like when we're open to it and just going, okay, this is not that easy at the moment, or whatever it is, and being quite playful about it as well. And yeah, just bringing in more joy and more play with it, and having a bit of fun with it. Doesn't have
Right,
to be.
right. That's what the latest painting is about.
Yeah,
The dolphin is all about playing. It's a young one.
yeah,
So it's about connecting to yourself, connecting to the child that you are. Not forgetting that, even though we are adults, we still have the childlike energy in us. We
yeah,
still have the child within us that needs to be taken care of, that needs to be held, that needs to play, that needs to, do everything as we did when we were children.
yeah,
So it's important to have that energy, because that is what is going to take us. It's the childlike energy that is most high frequency, is the childlike frequency within us that needs to be tapped into, that needs to be acknowledged. So,
yeah,
much as we can get all serious about what's happening, we have to not forget that we are
yeah.
children as well, and it's important to have that playtime.
Yeah, beautiful reminder. And
Yeah,
speaking of the dolphin, I realized before, when you were speaking, the dolphin on that picture reminds me of you.
it does. Well, it is me. It is me.
I'd not noticed that on any of the paintings, but just there was just, I don't know, it was a look that you gave, or a slight turn of the head or something, and I was like, oh, you're the dolphin.
Right. I am the dolphin in that picture, not the dragon. Yeah. So,
Ah, do you want me to just put that one up again before we close?
yeah, sure.
Um, oh, I think maybe I closed it before. There we go. Um, yeah, so let's just tune into this image again. So, to help us with the energies, particularly the cosmic energies coming in, it is full moon. It is a very
Yeah.
strong energy, fiery time. So let's just breathe the waters of Atlantis, the dolphin energy, that beautiful water dragon, the lotus, and the Atlantis gem into our hearts. Okay. So if anyone wants the cards, would you like to just say where they can either get hold of you or where they can get hold of the cards from?
They can, get in touch with me directly, send me a message. There's okay, I think it's been too long since I posted the initial one. So you can either message me directly or send me an email. Maybe I'll put the email in the comments so they can email me directly.
Brilliant. And you are tagged in this as well, so people can get hold of you from this, from the tag in this video,
right.
as well. So thank you very much, Gayatri. It's been awesome to chat with you again.
Thank you for having me on, and we should do this again. It's wonderful. When I made the deck, I knew that I will connect with people who will bring out the light language with the cards. So it's going exactly how it's meant to. And it was wonderful seeing you again, and we'll connect soon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love connecting with you, and I love connecting with the dragons, particularly. I really do love the dragons that you've brought through, like your painting of them. And often, if I see them in my mind's eye, they often have your flavour of painting in them as well. It's quite interesting that sometimes they look like real dragons and sometimes they look like your paintings. Like, obviously they look like real dragons, but in your style of painting them and colours.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to everybody who's been watching. And if this has been helpful, or if you wish to pass it forward, please share it along, pass it along, and either on your timeline or in groups. And if you want to watch any other of the Love Speaks Loves, they're all on the YouTube channel, which is Inner Peace with Denise. So thank you, and we will see you soon.
Bye.